It's now 5:47 and the sun is about to rise, shining all its glory as it lightens up the sky. Oh, oh, oh. And it's saying Merry Christmas. Oh, the ocean sings a chorus as it crashes with the waves, singing Merry Christmas, have a happy holiday. Oh, oh, oh. We wanna wish you Merry Christmas. So grab a stranger and say, oh, 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 oh. We wanna wish you Merry Christmas. So tell your family, oh, oh, oh,
oh. We wanna wish you Merry Christmas.
Island Christmas, I am.
We ain't got no snow down here, only sunshine on the beach.
What's going on, people? It is Vlogmas Day 4. What's going on, people? It is your redhead dancer, Meka Meeks. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, make sure you head on down below and you click that subscribe button, and while you're at it, click the notification bell. You can't miss it. It's right next to the subscribe button, and basically that will help you to be in the know anytime content is posted to my channel. And on your way back up, while you're scrolling up to continue watching this video, click that like button. So we can jump straight into today's video, and we are going to be looking at some holiday tips, some tips for the holidays from me. If you have any other tips that you would like to share, feel free to put them in the comment section down below so that we can see. Yeah. All right. So we can jump straight into the first thing that we're looking at. You know, it's the holiday season. You know, we want to buy the ham, the turkey, the 6 chickens, the wine, the bottle of rum, the great cake, the salt breads. We want to buy everything. We happy, we feeling festive and cheerful. You know, we want to gather with the family or friends. You know, we really want to enjoy the season and what the season means to each and every one of us, because for some people it will mean something different and it will have a different approach to it. But you know, this is the head time of the year where we just spend a lot of money, sometimes money we ain't supposed to spend. So the first thing we can look at is we budget, our holiday budget. Now, if you have not done this already, you should have an idea of just how much money you have to play around with when the months come. After you've paid your bills and whatever, you should have an idea. But if you don't, sit down and, you know, make a list of your bills, approximately how much each of them comes to a month, if it isn't set, of course. And you're gonna make that list, and then you're going to subtract those amounts from your income. Now, I know for some people, everyone does not make a steady income depending on the area that you are in. Maybe your income is one that isn't fixed, so it fluctuates, or you know, it can decrease. But you may have somewhat of an idea of just how much you know for sure comes despite those increases and whatever. So you're gonna look at those things, and once you recognize how much money you have to play around with, then you're going to make another list where you put your wants over here, and you're gonna put your needs. All right. Now, funny thing is that in our heads, we already tell ourselves, I got so many things to do. But when you sit down and you think about your wants and your needs, then you realize a lot of the things are wants and not necessarily needs. Like, they're not of big priority for you to get right now, right then and there. So once you've made note of your budget and just how much money you have to play around with, and you've made note of all the things that you want to do and putting them in two categories, of utmost importance and otherwise, then you can go about attacking them how best you can. So what I would say is, after you've done these things, for sure you must go in with your priorities, because it don't look good when Christmas time done and people can't pay the bills. So make sure when I put out the bills money first before when I buy gifts for Keisha, Bob, Mary Sue, Beverly, James, and Annie, and before when I buy the 6 turkeys and hams. Make sure when I bill money out first. Got that? Good. So we've made the list. We've considered our play money and just what our play money needs to go to. Now, another thing I will say is that most times, a lot of the things that we think we have to buy, we honestly don't have to. Because I don't know about I know my international people watching, I don't know about y'all, but we Caribbean people, we tend to store a lot of things. I.e. curtains. We just got a ton of curtains store about in a barrel. And I say we because I'm guilty also of having a barrel with curtains. And we just sometimes forget about them. So we tell ourselves we gotta go buy curtains. But when you think about it, if you just take a peek back in that barrel, you might find something that you can reuse and maybe mix up to give the place a fresh new vibe. And that's one less thing that you had to buy that you can now save that money and put it towards something else, or save it in general, right? So consider also looking back at the stuff you have bought over the seasons that you have not looked back at. Consider those things also and see if there are things that you could possibly use over. And if no, you can't use them over, then go and do what you want to do and buy the new curtains. It's you money anyway. But this is just my little tip, because I know sometimes we just forget about things that we got. All right. So the other thing is gifts. Know who you are buying for. Know who you are buying for, and know the type of person they are. Now, you might have a friend that loves high-end things, or a family member that loves high-end things. But and being honest, once again, you gotta be honest with your budget. You may know that your budget does not allow you to buy that Chanel or Gucci bag that they have been ranting or raving about. So you may need to find something that they may cherish, something that they have always been talking about, something that shows your love and appreciation. Because sometimes I think people forget or get caught up in this whole gift giving thing and forget key elements of it and only see the materialistic element of it all. But think of if there's something that they may have always wanted to do. So I'll give you an example. Me personally, I want a new bathroom scale. I need a new bathroom scale. I would be happy if somebody bought me a new bathroom scale. You think I'm gonna be worried that somebody give me a bathroom scale for Christmas? But that's something that I always want, though. That's something that I always want. And the fact that you give me it means I no longer have to worry about going and buy one. Thank you. You have just crossed something off of my list that I always wanted to get or to replace. Thank you. Now I know that might not work for everybody, because somebody might say, you give me a scale for Christmas? You can't be serious. We know We know. But this is why I said it's important for you to know the person that you are gifting and know just what they would appreciate. But make sure that you be honest about your budget. And I'll just say this as well. If the person you are gifting does not appreciate what you can give them, that you've given them from a place of love, and they can't appreciate it, then you might need to rethink ever buying them anything again. That's just me keeping it real and being very frank about it. Don't go there expensing yourself on a gift for anyone that you know for a fact that you can't afford it at the time. Find something else that is just as meaningful, that you know that person would appreciate, that your budget can also appreciate, and give them it with love. And that's what should mostly matter. So we gonna move on because we spent quite a bit of time on the budget, and we're really supposed to be going through these things quickly. So the next thing I have here is shopping safety. You know, we all about, we up and down, we trying to buy this, we trying to get that, we trying to get the third, the fourth, and the fifth. Make sure you are going about your shopping safely. Be aware of your surroundings, who is around you, who you realize, wait, I see that about 6 stores back, like twice. I don't understand what's going on, you know, or 3 times. I don't understand this body. I feel like this body trailing. Be aware of your surroundings. It is very important. Around this time too, you know, a lot of thieving does happen. A lot of thieving does take place. A lot of stealing. How to say it in them 3 different ways for those who, you know, might not be that acquainted with the dialect. But a lot of stealing does happen around these times. So you have to be aware of your surroundings. Ladies and gents also, don't have one of wallets and when a purse is dangling all over the place. Ladies, when you're walking with your purse, make sure your bag is tucked into you, you know, that you got some kind of grasp on it on this end, and make sure that you always zip back your bags from your purse. Zip back your bags from your purses being exposed, because you don't want that you're walking and you purse to the back of the bag, and because you're accustomed to people bumping you up, but you know, depending on where you are, that there might be a crowd, that you don't realize that somebody bump you and take your purse or your bag, and now you gotta fret because all of your money and you personal things gone, and already the holiday season is very hectic and you gotta worry about that too. Another thing, parents, if you have to carry your children out with you in the hustle and bustle, keep an eye on them. Hold them close. Get them a stern talking before when I head out to the car or the house. You don't move from here. If we standing up here, you don't move unless I move. Put them in front of one another, not behind one another, at the side. Don't let them get caught up and squeezed up between people trying to pass. Nothing like that. Hold them hand, get them a talking, and let them know you need to stick by me. Right? Now, I'll tell you why. Because most times what happens in the hustle and bustle, children get lost. Because the parents, them a view here, right? And the child down here. So in them eye view, them focusing on what them need to grab and what them need to look at and all these things, that then realize that the view down there, it out of them peripheral by now. So them don't notice that the child walk off, because sometimes children do that too. They see something, ooh, that pretty, and they walk off. Even if you get them a stern talk, sometimes they walk off. And then you see parents fretting, oh my God, where's my child, da 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 da. Or you see a child standing up crying and you're like, where's your mommy or daddy? I don't know, they was just here. And then you gotta be trying to find a guard and all these things to reunite them. So parents, if you have to take your children with you in the hustle and bustle, keep them close to one at all times. Let them know don't walk off with nobody, nor don't walk off by themselves. And yeah, that's pretty much it for our shopping. Safety, if I miss anything else, I'll probably put it on the screen, or I'll probably do it in a voice note. So we can also pay close attention to how you use your credit cards and your debit cards. Be mindful not to leave them with people or to not flash about your security codes. And also, this is a high stress time for workers and for shoppers alike. So when you're at the cashier, just make sure that you double check your money, because sometimes mistakes do happen, and one simple mistake can throw off your entire holiday budget or leave you feeling a bit sad and down out. Into road safety, this also comes under hustle and bustle. Everybody trying to get where they gotta go, everybody trying to get there in good time. Some people late, some people early. Be mindful of the roads. Come off when the phones, when a dry vein. Come off when the phones. You hear what I say? Come off when the phones. Keep an eye on the road. When you driving, understand that the same way how you need to get somewhere, somebody else also needs to get there. So all the bagger trying to push past this body and tap out this body and da 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 da. Let me just be aware of how we use the roads, and make sure that we use them correctly and safely, because it's very sad when you hear people lost their life, and worse over the holiday season, because that's a time of year where families can gather and have and be festive, and then they gotta end up mourning. So let's just do our due diligence on the road. Be aware of pedestrians, of cyclists, be aware of everybody basically. Another thing for this holiday season is mental health, and I don't think a lot of us consider it. But this season, even though for the majority of us, is one filled with cheer and joy, and we look forward to it and the spending, for some people, this season does not consist of all those things. Maybe because they would have lost someone that they were expecting to spend the holiday season with. Maybe they don't have the finances to enjoy the season as they would have liked. Whatever the case may be. So make sure when I look out for one another. If you know you are better off and you could probably help somebody in some way, shape, or form, big or small, do that. Even if it's an encouraging word, sometimes that's all a person needs when they are in a dark place. Just to know that somebody is in their corner and got them back. And also too, you need to be mindful of your own mental health. Don't get too caught up in the, oh my God, everybody buying this, everybody buying that, and I can't afford to buy this, I can't afford to buy that. That then you allow yourself to go in a bad place, a bad mental state. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Keep up with you, right? Last thing we're going to jump into is, we are in a pandemic. So make sure you practice proper safety protocols at all times. Don't let we get ahead of ourselves and free up too much and forget what really going on in the real world, that then we put ourselves in a bad place. So make sure you remember the protocols at all times, and you try to keep safe, and you try to keep others safe as well. Don't be selfish. Don't tell yourself that you vaccinated so you could do as you feel, and don't tell yourself that you unvaccinated so you could do as you feel. Whether vaccinated or unvaccinated, let we all follow the protocols and keep one another safe. This ain't one body against the next body. Let we look at how we could come together and get rid of this thing and push forward with life with normalcy again, right? So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope I have not talked off your ears, and I hope that this video would have given you some kind of good insight in some kind of way, shape, or form. And that's pretty much it. People, we're gonna sign out here. Make sure you head on down below and you click subscribe. Share with a friend that you know could probably benefit from these holiday tips, and definitely look forward to some more holiday tips coming to you in Vlogmas. So like I said, this is Vlogmas day 4. Stay tuned for Vlogmas day 5. People, all faith, no fear. I love one of bad. Happy holidays are gone.